I'm not a magician. Welcome everyone. So I was rushing to recommend you a wonderful book that I recently started to read, although I got it as a gift some time ago and I started to read, but of course thousands of things happening around us. It's a good time to read it now. So I rushed online, especially to Amazon, because where are the books? Usually on Amazon. And guess what? This book, Living and Working in Vladimir Putin's Russia, was taken down. So what is the reason, especially on Amazon, they took it down? They took it down because it's connected to Russia. As simple as it is, that answer, I think it's satisfying for us all. So the author, Gary Hayes, as an expat, he was living in Russia, and he described everything what was going on there during that time when Putin was coming to the power, when elections were going on, and what was looking like through his perspective. Usually very neutral and, you know, from the observant eye, very neutral with his sense of humor, wit. And now his book is taken down. So I wanted to tell you about it, to go grab it, and you will have now a much more wider perspective about what's going on, why it is happening, what's happening right now, considering our world. Yeah, where are we really in this world? But you cannot buy it. So what I'm going to do, if you are interested in this book, I will find a way so you can get it. You can order it directly from the publisher or from the author himself. And why is it so even important these days to get it? Not mentioning it's very, very entertaining. So how it really is to live under Putin's regime. What about Russian culture and history and the vibe of Moscow, because this is where the author was most of the times, although he took a lot of travels around and described. So a lot of people who are interested in historic and social aspect of it will be very, very satisfied. And he got this peculiar title, I'm Not a Magician, and I wish I could ask him about it, why this title first, but perhaps he's a magician after all. You will find here a very sort of discreet way of showing how it is from the neutral perspective, and really smoothly commenting with a wit and humor about a lot of Russian events, a lot of celebration. And sometimes I really wondered when was he really working in this international environment, because they used to participate with all the team and also by himself in lot of holidays. There were a lot of holidays, apparently every few days, and most of those celebrations were in Moscow. And of course, incidents then there were happening like green sky, cannibalism reports, insane arrests, lie detectors at the work to build trust. That's what they were claiming to have them. So you will find a lot. And from this particular book, I won't spoil it to you. I'm not gonna read it, but maybe if the author will allow me sometimes. But there is this Russian joke he wrote about, and I think it's very worth mentioning right now. In a sports game, football say, the outcome is uncertain, exciting, and can change during the match, but the rules are fixed. In Russian politics, the outcome is certain, but the rules are uncertain, exciting, and change. And this is more or less how we could describe the beginning, but there is so much more to it. And there are some scary van arrests of children, of women. What was the reason for it? And I could read you those fragments that are really, some of them I had to read 2 times, like, is that really happening? Apparently, it's happening in Russia. It was happening, and well, we all wonder what will happen next. So if you ever were thinking to move to Russia or you get a contract, then I think it's a really good guide, this book and his perspective, Gary's perspective here. And please don't go there before you read that book. I certainly now will be more armed if I ever decide to visit. But probably for tourists, there are completely different rules, or not, who knows. So if you are dedicated also to history, you will be very happy finding lots of details. Always where Gary was going somewhere, he was describing really detailed historical background of it, the places he was going to and visiting. And the more you read, the more you think, maybe nothing more could surprise you. You kind of get a vibe along. But then there, for example, is another this thing that you wonder about. So dress code, like, for example, stones for women to carry at work, only gold, silver, emerald, ruby, of course, in prescribed proportion. Or watch for men that couldn't be more expensive than 2 months of their salary, of a one-man salary, of course. So let me not spoil all details for you. The book is very, very rich. And I think the life of the author who was describing it was very, very rich in Moscow. And it's very also nice way, well, I would say polite way, but at the same time hitting the right spots at time. Maybe discreet is the right word here to describe about the style of the author, which I enjoy very, very much. So I didn't finish yet the book. I won't spoil more the details of it, but is so rich on many, 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 many levels. So this book would definitely expand your worldview. Some like me could be more a little bit interesting in a romantic aspect, because obviously there was a Russian lady named Ira right there mentioned on the pages you read through, so you also kind of vote for the author, what's gonna happen next. So yeah, I'm very happy for the author that he left Russia, and now these days he won't be arrested there in the process of talking about this book, or just because he even wrote this book. So one more time, I recommend you this book, and we will make sure you will be able to find it real soon and get the copy for yourself. And have a lovely, lovely day out there. Till the next time. Bye bye.